Authoring virtual slide and associated content in PathXL Tutor is easy, straightforward, and allows you to create online courses and training media in minutes. Let me show you how. I'm going to log in as an administrator. That gives me authoring privileges. Obviously, this is restricted to recognized authors on your course and is not available to students. When I log in, I can see the home page of PathXL Tutor with the existing visible content under this account. However, with authoring privileges, I also have access to a control panel on the top right hand menu on the screen. What I'm going to do here is to right click on this and open it in a new tab so I can view both the front end and the back end content management system within a single browser. In the content section of the administrators panel, we can see a list of modules that have been created, all containing a variety of digital slide and associated media. On this page, we also have a range of functions. We can add new modules or new submodules. We can publish or unpublish modules to the front end, or we can edit existing modules or delete modules from the content management system. Only 3 of these modules are published. The little red X shows that a module is not available at the front end. If we go to GI histopathology module, click and publish that module, if we now move to the front end and refresh the screen, you will see that the GI histopathology module has now appeared and is available to the student. This provides a flexible system for creating content, allowing the author to only release modules to the student as part of the course when it is ready. It also allows authors to control what a student gets to access at different times throughout the lifetime of a course. The author can review course materials visually in this panel. Modules can be opened to see what they contain and collapsed to show the main components of the course. Here we have a breast histopathology module that contains 1 slide. Here, under GI histopathology, we see a set of 5 cases. Opening case 1 shows that it contains 2 digital slides and a diagnosis. Moving to the front end, we see that this is mirrored perfectly by the content that the student sees. Opening GI histopathology module on the left, we see 5 cases. If we open all resources in case 1, we can see 2 slides, an H&E and an immunohistochemical stain. And we have a diagnosis, just the same as what was constructed at the back end. This is important. As you will see in a moment, creating and organizing modular content in the authoring system, adding slides, clinical information, x-rays, gross pathology, etc. All of this is precisely mirrored in the front end and visible to the student or resident if you publish it and make it available. Let's collapse those modules so that we can see the main module titles. Now let's get to the exciting part and create a new module and author some content. Let's click New and create a new module. I'm going to call this module Anatomical Pathology 1 and click the Create button. You will see that this has created a new placeholder module in the list. Let's just check that at the front end. If we go to the front end and refresh, we see that a new module has indeed been created. If we click on this, we see that for the moment it doesn't have any content. It's empty. It's also in the wrong position. Let me go back and move it to the top. You can now see that it's been relocated. Now let's add some digital slides to the new module. If I click on the image's briefcase icon, I can access the slide servers. The slide server can be reading slides directly as they come off your scanner. It can be on the DigiPath cloud server, or you can read images sitting anywhere in the world with PathXL image server software installed. If we click through to the slide repository on this slide server and access the ball polyps folder, you can see a series of scanned slides. Let me select 3 digital slides to move into my anatomical pathology module. I simply highlight, drag and drop into the folder. Here it presents a number of options. Firstly, I can drop them in as independent slides. Secondly, I could drop them in as a case consisting of 3 slides. Or finally, I can drop them in as multiple cases, each with their own subfolder. Here I'm going to select multiple cases. Now, when I open up the anatomical pathology module, you can see I have 3 subfolders labeled Case 1, Case 2 and Case 3, each of which contain a digital slide. Let's see how this looks at the front end and what the student will see. If I refresh this web page and click on Anatomical Pathology module, you now see that this module has immediately been updated with 3 cases. If I click on the first digital slide, the slide is launched in our PathXL web viewer, where it can be viewed and navigated and magnified with all the functionality that comes with our web viewer. Of course, it would be nice to relabel these cases and add some descriptions around the clinical or pathological information relating to the case. If we return to the authoring interface, we can edit the case information by clicking the Edit button. Let me do this for Case 1. This shows the current title and description for this case. I'm going to change the title and add a description. This can of course be as little or as detailed as you wish. Since the system is a general purpose content management system, you can add hyperlinks, other images, video and other media into this box. For now, I'm just going to add a text description. You can see that the title of this case has changed in our authoring interface. If we go to the front end, refresh the page and open the anatomical pathology module, you can see what the student will see. A case entitled colorectal polyp with the new description that I just entered. This simple example shows how easy and fast it is to create content and present it in an attractive, modular, nested fashion for a range of course types. The structure, layout, organization, content and presentation is determined by you and the type of course or training program you want to develop.